giving like, hi, I run my own bakery. What's up? Okay, talking about having ADD and ADHD is like super popular right now. There's a lot of people that are being diagnosed, especially millennials. I'm getting diagnosed much later in life like myself. So I thought I would take the two things that are really dominant in my life, which is food and having really bad ADD, and mashing them together to give you a video about how I organize my fridge according to my ADD. And a huge thank you to Cometeer Coffee, who is sponsoring today's video, and I will get into them a little bit later on, plus a little bonus recipe for you. Okay, so let me show you what my fridge looks like. Welcome to my fridge. This is the fridge of a recipe developer. But let's go through it. So I organize this fridge according to my ADD. A lot of people with ADD have like an object permanence issue. So the issue is if I don't see it, it doesn't exist. So for years, I had all kinds of food going bad, especially produce. I had produce going bad all the time because I couldn't see it. So I actually try to keep it here on the bottom shelf, as well as things that I know I always have on hand, like carrots and celery. I don't really need to see those because I know that they're there. But any sort of produce that I don't buy all the time, I'll put here so I can see it and I know to use it. So then I use the other crisper for things that I don't need to see. So all of my condiments, I just kind of put in here because I don't need to see it. If I have a ton of produce, I will just move these up as well. Anything that you don't really need to see, you just know it's there, like condiments, sauces, I just put it there. So then I have more condiments here on this like pull-out shelf. This is essentially just mustard. I love mustard. And then like my drinks I have here, like ready to drink smoothies, ready to drink drink. And then I use my second shelf here for all my dog food here, and then like ready to eat items. So things like sauces, dips, vegan butter, yogurt, because it's easy to see, it's right at eye level. And then on my top shelf, anything that's like a leftover or little scraps and bits and pieces, again, it's right at eye level so I can see it. So I know it's there, it's not getting stuck or lost in the back of my fridge or down here or whatever. I just kind of keep it there. So I've got like my breads, any sort of produce that's chopped, I'll put it up there so I know to use it. I'll label everything. I have a baguette in here. And then in the bottom, I just kind of have typical vegan stuff. So I do kind of treat this like a meat and cheese drawer, just the vegan version of it. But again, it's all things that I always know that I have. I also have a ton of tofu on hand, different types of cheeses. So I just try and label it all. Then in the doors, again, everything's labeled, so I know exactly what it is. I know where, to put it. Anyone else that's working with me knows where to put it. So we have like plant-based milks, in this case, like egg substitutes. This one kind of just is a floating shelf. Whatever doesn't have a home ends up in there. Jams and spreads, and then where I put my Cometeer coffees the night before. And then again, everything is labeled. So all of my hot sauces are in the same drawer. Anything that's pickled or brined, again, same area. And then sauces and like seasoning sauces, again, all kind of together. So I know exactly where it is. I don't have to go like digging through, like there's ketchup and hot sauce and mustard. It just keeps things really easy, organized, and very visual for someone who needs to see things in order to know that they exist. Okay, I wanted to take a quick second to tell you guys about our sponsor, Cometeer. Cometeer is a completely new format of coffee that uses flash freezing in order to lock in freshness. They offer customized boxes that are shipped out monthly right to your doorstep. In these boxes, you can totally customize to your roast preference, whether you want it to be light, medium, dark, or even decaf, which I have a little bit of everything. You get to totally choose based on what you like. Cometeer coffee is brewed and then they flash freeze it at like peak freshness and peak flavor. So it's like a super new way and really a super convenient way to have coffee in under a minute that is balanced, it's nuanced, and totally delicious. So you just get your delivery and you keep your capsules in your freezer. Then when you want a coffee, you can just simply melt the coffee and make a hot or iced coffee or even a cocktail, which I'm gonna show you how to make. As a little bonus recipe for this video, I'm gonna show you guys how I make an espresso martini with Cometeer in like 60 seconds. Okay, for this recipe, you are going to need a shaker, fill that with ice, and then all you have to do is add 1 ounce of Kahlua, 1 ounce of vodka, 1 ounce of the Cometeer coffee of your choice. I just put this in the fridge overnight so that it was ready to go. 2 ounces of plant-based milk. I'm using soy milk. Just give that a good shake and strain it into your cocktail glass. Then you can garnish it if you want. I happen to have some coffee beans, so I think that looks really cute, so I chose that. Cheers. That's so good. Perfect for Friday night. Or, I mean, if you're getting up after 11 for your morning coffee. So for a limited time, Commentier has offered our EdgyVeg community 25% off your first 2 orders, which is amazing. Just visit commentier.com, check that out. If you've ever wanted to try them, now is definitely the time. Take advantage of that offer and use my code EDGY25 for 25% off your first 2 orders. Okay, so let's get back to the video. Okay, so for anything that I bake that doesn't go in the fridge, whether it's like bread or cookies, I like to use these, like, what are they called? Not trivets, these cloches and like cake stands to just display them like a bakery. So then whoever comes to my house, they know that they can help themselves, or I just see it because it's here and I know to eat it. So if they're sitting in like a cookie jar or like a Tupperware, I won't see them, and that's not helpful at all. So this way I can see it all, and it looks cute to have like baked things in your house. All right, guys, that is how I make my life in the kitchen a little bit easier for my ADD. A huge thank you again to Commentier, who sponsored today's video. Make sure that you check out the link in the description box down below and use my code EDGY25 for 25% off your first 2 orders. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye.